Hey guys! So for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a thrift flipping video. Yay! As you know, before quarantine started, I had like an extreme just thrifting addiction. Like I was thrifting every week. It was pretty intense. Like the amount of money I was spending was not a joke. And so I decided that it was finally my time to shine. I've been seeing these videos go around, they're like trending. So I was like, okay, my turn. And also I wanted to just like put out there that I did have to go onto Pinterest for like some of these ideas because I don't have brain cells. And yeah. So just know if you've seen this before, like I'm sorry, I'm not original, I'm sorry. But yeah, I have like a lot of clothes just sitting in my room that I've been meaning to do something with, so I'm excited for this video. I'm excited, you know, just turning like ugly clothes into like cutesy clothes. But yeah, so that is pretty much it, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first shirt we're gonna be thrift flipping is gonna be this dress shirt that I've been wanting to do something with. I actually went to the thrift store and I picked up this big like dress shirt, like super big. Honestly, it probably belonged to like some uncle. It's just boring and big, you know? But when I first saw it, I really did like the material and just like the color, and I thought that it had like a lot of potential. So what I'm gonna be doing with this is just turn it into like a cute little set. This is gonna involve sewing, but I will give you guys like a step-by-step little tutorial in case you guys want to like actually follow along or like recreate this. Also, credits to whoever made this. I actually got this picture from Pinterest, which is where I got the idea, and I thought it was super cute. So credits to whoever made this. Like honestly, God gifted you with like talent. So yeah, this is pretty much how it fits on me currently. This is like what it looks on me like before. So yeah, let's just see how this turns out. Okay, so to start off, I wanted to begin by cropping the shirt so that I can actually readjust it to my liking. My vision for this set was to have like a super tight, like nice fit, but as you can tell, this is a very oversized shirt, so obviously that means that this is going to involve a little bit more work. So if you're planning on also cropping your shirt, I suggest that you first take one of your like favorite shirts and actually trace its measurements onto the one that you want to crop. Luckily, I actually already had this brandy shirt in my closet, so it was super helpful because it was pretty much what I was trying to replicate. Also forgot to mention that when you're cropping, remember to add seam allowance. Okay, so since I did say that I wanted to readjust the shirt to have a tighter fit on me since it was super loose, I went and continued to also cut the excess material under the sleeves. If you're also planning on readjusting your shirt so that it has a tighter fit on you, make sure that if you're doing this step to be super careful because it is super important that the cuts you are making are even. And let me just tell you that there hasn't been a time where I didn't struggle doing this, so I was just extra cautious and placed some sewing pins to hold the fabric in place and also kept measuring just to make sure like both sides were even. So for one of the last steps, I decided to sew some temporary stitches before hemming it. This isn't a necessary step, but it does help. So once I finished with that, I finally whipped out the sewing machine. At this point, all I had to do was pretty much just hem the bottom of the shirt and reconnect the two sides that were cut up, which are the back and the front of the shirt. So this is what my top ended up looking like, and I am in love. Like, I'm actually super proud of myself for this. It actually ended up fitting me a lot better than I expected, and I could already envision myself wearing this shirt with like so many cute outfits. Like, I haven't even made the skirt yet, and it's super cute. Okay, so now to start making the skirt, I'm taking those remaining pieces of fabric that I had from the shirt that I cut, and I cut the fabric into the skirt shape that I wanted, also leaving seam allowance because remember, that is important. At this point, I had 3 pieces of fabric cut up, which were enough for the back and the front of the skirt. If I wanted a longer skirt, I would have had to use the extra fabric from the sleeves, but I actually just wanted a shorter skirt, so I decided to only use this amount of fabric. Anyways, this is me sewing those pieces together, and I didn't want to go too into depth on how I did that. So here's the result of me sewing the pieces together. Now one of my last steps was just to add a zipper, and I decided to go for this gray one because I thought it matched well, and yeah, so I just sewed that on, and that was pretty much one of my last steps. So now what we've all been waiting for, the final result. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how cute it turned out? Like, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I did that. This honestly looks like something that stores would sell for like $60, and we made it for under $5. Just know, I'm definitely gonna be wearing this as soon as I'm able to go out again. Okay, so now for this next thrift flip,
I'm so excited for.
This is what I've been looking forward to. So I have been like collecting crew necks, and I have like a lot of them that I've just been desperately needing to like do something with, because when I did buy them, I didn't realize that they fit me like way too big. So I'm gonna be taking these 3 crew necks, and this is what they all look like on me. I honestly would say that these fit me like way too big. So I'll explain more what I'm gonna do with them once I get into like the whole process. But just know I'm gonna be cropping these and like readjusting them to my liking. I think that these are super cute and they have like a lot of potential. I'm just like excited to see how they turn out or whatever. But yeah, so let's just get into it. Okay, so this is pretty much what the crew neck looked on me before I did anything to it, and I had a feeling that it would look super cute if I did some cinching to it. So in order to do that, I started off by just doing some cropping. I took one of my old sweatshirts and I actually put it over the top like I did with the last one, just to have like a better idea of where exactly to crop it. I could definitely say that this is one of the easier thrift flips since it's literally like less than 5 steps. So at this point, all I did was make a straight stitch along the bottom of the sweatshirt. By doing this, it is allowing me to create a thick seam at the bottom of the crew neck so that eventually I can put in my elastic, which I'll explain in a bit. So once that is done, this is what it should look like. And now this is the part where you're going to need some elastic. I just took this one I had and I cut it to be the size of my waist. So in order to thread the elastic through the opening that I made at the bottom, I took this paper clip and I attached it to one end of the elastic to be able to thread it through easier. So when I finally managed to thread it all the way through, I took both of the ends and pretty much just tied them together. Make sure to do a double or triple knot just so it's more secure. Now the final step was just to cut those pieces and sew back together that little opening we left. And yay, we're done! So this is the final result. I was so excited because it came out so cute. I literally am in love. And I have come to the conclusion that I am definitely going to be doing this to a lot more of my oversized sweatshirts. But honestly though, this is proof that you can take any ugly men's clothes and turn them into super cute clothes that would probably be super overpriced at like Urban Outfitters. My point is, go into your dad's closet, steal his clothes, and turn them into cute outfits. Okay, so moving on. I now have this shirt. This is just like a basic blue shirt that I thrifted a while ago, and I kind of just had it sitting there. I never really planned on wearing it until like I did something with it, because this is a boring shirt. I didn't exactly know what to do with it at first until recently when I saw on Pinterest that you can actually turn shirts into like cardigans. I think that this could make a cute cardigan. So yeah, that is what we're gonna be turning this shirt into, and let's see how that turns out. Okay, so for this next thrift flip, it doesn't involve as much sewing as the other two. Instead, I'm gonna be doing more cropping, and this is me trying to show you guys like where I was planning on cutting my shirt. In case you guys are wondering, this is actually the cardigan look that I was going for, which explains why I'm cutting my shirt this way. As I was cropping, I constantly made sure that the cuts I was making were even, so that is why you're constantly seeing me like measure what I'm doing. So I pretty much just continued to cut along the markings that I made, and I would also suggest that you do this on a flat surface, because I'm doing this on my bed and I realized that my lines could have been straighter. One of the last things I did was just completely cut the collar off from the shirt because I needed it to be more of a V-neck shape. And lastly, since I wanted to keep this simple and not involve too much sewing, I took these 2 pieces of fabric that I had cut up from the shirt and used them as straps for the shirt. Literally all I did was just cut them to the same length and then just attached them to the shirt by sewing it on. And that is it. This is the result. I think it's super cute and can definitely be styled in many different ways. Okay, so that was the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I honestly had like a lot of fun making this video, and overall I just really miss thrifting. I just need it back in my life. Like, please, thrift stores, please open soon. I never got to make that much thrifting content, but I promise you guys, as soon as those thrift stores open, the thrifting content is coming back. I literally only have one other thrifting video on my channel, which is the only one I ever got to make. But yeah, if you guys want to see any more thrift flips from me, just let me know. And also, just wanted to mention that I recently started posting new clothes onto my Depop again, so in case you guys are interested, go check my Depop out. But yeah, that is it. If you guys don't follow me on social media already, make sure to follow me. Did you do it? Here you go. Okay, but yeah, so bye guys.